What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Microphone Monday. There we go. Whoop! Microphone right here. I figured out a whole new way to train your flips to progress way faster and to completely skip the fear part with flips. Because flips are scary a lot of times, alright? Flips are scary to commit a whole new tactic and like strategy to train your flips. So you can get way better, way faster, better, and completely skip fear. So this is not some kind of bullshit, whatever. I've been like training for 4 years. I've tried a lot of different strategies and tactics, and I switched up my training tactic like hundreds of times throughout my like career. No, not even this. It's my career. I'm not even going to do this, alright? So, but now I found a really sick, like, I hacked the system. That's how I feel, right? I call it the Stair Strategy, you know, from stairs. Because the tactic works like this, right? The smaller your steps are, the more steps you'll take. The more steps you take, the more you get to train. So the more practice you'll get in. And the more you practice, the better you'll get. That's the first part of the whole strategy. Take smaller steps instead of the big leaps. So just, if you want to get some new trick, just train your prerequisites and spam your basics. The smaller your steps are, the more steps there are to take. Alright, the more steps you'll take, the better you get. Because you can train way more. That's the first part. Smaller steps equals way faster progression. Alright, so, because back in the day, my strategy would be, I'd pick one trick and I'll like spam that one and I'll try it till I had it, alright? And it did work out for me then, like in my first year of doing flips. It worked out for me, I did that especially with the wall flip. I just thought, okay, I'm gonna focus on the wall flip and nothing else. And I got it very quick. Of course, if you progress further and further, you come across way more complicated and scary tricks like double flips and triple twists and all that stuff. It's a lot more scary than a single flip, like a wall flip or a front flip or a side flip. So then I think that tactic isn't valid anymore. You can't apply that tactic anymore because the tricks are different when you progress further. So you need to switch up your tactic. That's what I did. I thought, okay, I'm done with trying to overcome a mental barrier in one try. It's just, or in one day, or whatever. It's just not possible. It's possible, but it's not efficient. That's the thing. That's the moral of the story. That's the most important thing in this video about this strategy. It's efficient as fuck, okay? The most efficient, oh shit, I almost fricked it up, man. Most efficient way that I know of right now. So this tactic is insane. There are two benefits. One is you progress way faster and you overcome mental barriers way quicker because you take smaller steps. That's what I mean with a staircase. The more like steps there are, the easier it is. That's the first part about this tactic. You'll progress way faster. The second thing is, smaller steps means smaller mental barriers. So it's less scary. So the stair strategy in a nutshell: train as much as you can. Train as much little steps. Take as many steps as you can and as little. Some people just take bigger steps. I think still for people who think that big leaps work for them, I still think smaller steps is better. So, but yeah, Again, I talk about this the whole time on my channel, especially with Workout Wednesday and with tutorials. Take smaller steps instead of the big leaps, because it will speed up your progress. But yeah, that's my new way of training. Okay, I was starting to like develop this tactic and strategy summer 2020, and now I fully figured it out, and I spent enough time working on that strategy to like share it to you. I'm not coming up with something that I just made up in 1 week or something, or in a day. I spent time, like literally almost a year now, to really understand this tactic and develop it and see what's working and what not. So I found smaller steps for, I think 90% of people. Smaller steps is the way to go. There's two ways of progression, okay? The first way, why did I start with second? First way is, of course, getting better at tricks. The more you train, the smaller your steps are, the more steps you take. The more steps you take, the more you train. The more you train, the better you get, the cleaner your flips will be. That's the first way of training. The second way is learning new flips. There's two ways: improving your flips and learning new skills and flips. So, by the way, I think this strategy is mainly for flips and free running and trampoline, whatever. But I think it also applies a little bit for some other sports. Smaller steps. Especially the first part. The smaller your steps are, the more steps you take, the more you train, the more you get to train, the better you get. Second way of progressing is, of course, learning new flips. You will learn new flips way faster because, again, the smaller steps. The smaller your steps are, the less scary the flips are. That's very simple. Take smaller steps and you'll overcome mental barriers way quicker. Learn new flips way faster. Especially for beginners who are like motivated, I think this is the way to go, as I said earlier, especially for beginners. So I was done trying to break through mental barriers as fast as possible. I knew this is not efficient, and I'm all about training as efficient as possible because it's just smart. I started to think, okay, how can I train better? How can I achieve more? How can I... Of course, one thing I always knew is spamming equals better and cleaner flips. Simple. So I took that knowledge again. So I'll do that. I'll spam my flips more. For the first type of progression is very simple. If you want to get the first type of progression is, of course, cleaner flips and getting better at the flips you can already do. That's very simple. Literally, it's the easiest thing in flipping, in doing flips. Just spam it, and just focusing on your technique, of course. Focus on your technique and spam every single day. It's very easy, and you'll literally, it's the only thing you have to do is do what you can already do, and you'll get better. That's in a nutshell. It's a little bit more complicated, but that's basically it. Then there's the second type of progression, and that is, of course, new tricks. That's a little bit more complicated because you don't know how to do that. You don't have all the knowledge yet. So, how do you do that? It's all about learning as quick as possible and as efficient as possible, of course. And at the end of the day, it's all about breaking through the mental barrier. But also, you don't want to break through the mental barrier too early, but also like not too late, because you want to move on and you want to learn as fast as possible. But I also see a lot of people being impatient as fuck, and they think, okay, it's time to commit to this double backflip, and they throw themselves into the air, into a double backflip. They freak out mid-air because they don't have all the knowledge yet. They don't got enough training in before they're ready to actually commit to the trick. So what they do, they freak out mid-air, they let go and they fall on their freaking neck.
That's your end of the story right there.
For your double backflip. It's gonna take you another year sometimes to get back to that mental barrier, because it
fucks you up mentally.
Yeah, overcoming mental barriers is a little bit more complicated. You want to find the balance between, you want to know when you are ready to commit to it, and that's where this strategy comes in real handy. With this strategy you you can always know when you're ready or when not. You take so many little steps that there is no real intense moment of breaking through the mental barrier. Maybe there is, but that moment is so much easier and so much less intense. Maybe you like the adrenaline, the rush of having fear, okay? But it's just not the fastest way. It's simple. It's just not the most efficient way to learn to flip, okay? To learn new skills in a fun way. The reason why you still can't do your new trick if you did it for the first time is you haven't trained enough, okay? Because you're trying to get that trick instantly, alright? So here's the thing. There are two factors in learning a new trick. Very simple. Physically and mentally. So it's your body. You physically need the knowledge, because you need to get your body to know what to do, okay? Because at the end of the day, who is doing the flip? Your body, okay? Your brain controls your body, but your body you need to know how to do a certain movement. If you only mentally know it and you throw yourself in the air, it's not physically that you know how to do it. You gotta learn your body how to do it, alright? That's the beautiful part about doing flips. It's a sick connection between your brain and your body. I love it. If you know mentally, okay, double backflip, I gotta throw my arms up and I just gotta hold my tuck. That's not enough, alright? You need to build that physical trust. Okay? You need that physical trust, alright? Your body needs to know what to do. Then you've also got the mental part of learning a new trick, and that is of course the mental barrier. Of course you need to know what technique to apply. For example, with a full twist, you don't gotta throw your arms to the side, but you gotta throw them up before you twist. And with every trick it is different, okay? Also the mental reason why you want to apply this tactic is mental barriers are way less scary because you have trained way more than if you were trying to get this trick ASAP, okay? Physical learning and mental learning. So if you have one and not the other,
you're gonna suck.
And a lot of people are forgetting about the physical part of learning the flip, okay? Because your body needs to know what move to make at what time. I want to train more instead of standing still, trying to concentrate the whole time, and then boom, nothing. Concentration, nothing. Concentration, nothing. Months and months later, concentration, boom, you got it. Yes, I finally did it. You try again. Oh, no, wait, it's scary. It's so inefficient. And all that time, you're trying to overcome the mental barrier. You could have trained the flip. You could have spent all the basics and prerequisites, and you need to work on the trick and don't try to get it as fast as possible, okay? Because that's the thing with this strategy. If you are at that point where you can commit to it, you really got the trick. You unlocked it and you can work on it so you can master it. With every other strategy, so basically if you just completely skipping the physical part and just trying to overcome the mental barrier, sick, you've done it, new trick, boom. But psych, you can't do it yet because you've only done it once. You gotta start the whole process over again of focusing, concentration, and finally doing it. So you'll fuck up throughout the whole time because it's a mental block. You want to go in? Nope, scary. Again, nope, scary. Everyone knows this. Your brain is just blocking you and saying, it's literally a warning like,
You idiot, stop.
go train, get some more knowledge and also physical knowledge. Get your training in before you try to commit it. That's literally the warning your body gives you. So yeah, there's another video, by the way, coming up where I'm going over fear and how it works. What fear is and how you can break through fear as like quick and efficient as possible. Also I'm going over why the front flip is less scary than a back flip. So stay tuned for those videos. But yeah, this tactic for now, sick. Alright. Again, I can't address this enough. Smaller steps. This not only applies for flips, but I think also for calisthenics. This is one of the best videos I made. Well, actually, this is the best, one of the best topics I talked about, because this is very important. If I knew this from day one of training of my whole career, I think I would have been, no, I don't think, I know I would have been way better and way faster, way better. But yeah, I'm glad I even found this tactic, because this summer will be crazy, alright? Because now I really know what the most efficient way is to train. I just figured it out. Some people will never figure it out, because they think they all got it. They think they all got it figured out. More training, more air tracks, more videos. Better videos also. So yeah, I recommend you should subscribe. Alright. Yeah, if you don't want to miss that, subscribe and hit that bell. I upload 3 times a week, by the way. Maybe you didn't notice this, but check on the back of my chair. Whoop! I still gotta figure out this whole setup a little bit, because I don't know if this is, I mean, maybe I can make it better, whatever. So stay tuned for the orange background. I think it pops out. Really good. It's a very nice color to look at. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Serious, I really appreciate you checking my channel out and checking out this video. I hope you got value out of this, and I gotta say what I always say.
Leave like for Leo.
And I'ma catch you on the freaking flip side. Peace. Woo! Ha! I'm not coming up. I'm not. Whoa, what am I doing? What am I doing to myself?